Hi, I'm Dr. Stephany. I'm here at NPR, and today we're going to go into a little bit more detail about inflammation, and Dr. Mindy is going to start us off.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mindy here at NPR with the weight loss program. I want to start talking to you about inflammation. It's a term that's kind of thrown around a lot. Sometimes you don't know exactly what it means. Inflammation is just the body's ability to, it's its attempt to deal with infection, inflammation, or what it deems is possibly going to cause injury, just an attempt to heal itself. There's a lot of different ways it can make you feel. If you're inflamed constantly, a lot of times you feel depressed, maybe a little bit anxious. You don't sleep very well, and it also does contribute to weight loss and some degenerative conditions like arthritis. There's a lot of different ways that we can deal with inflammation, whether it's from our diet or how we sleep, and lots of natural ways that we can deal with it as well. And if we do it properly, not only we feel better, but also help you lose weight. So Dr. Stephany is going to some of the foods that do cause inflammation, and then some of the other natural things we can do about it.
Okay, so let's talk about foods that cause inflammation. So starting with probably some of the more obvious things is sugary foods. So sugary foods such as like desserts, cookies, candy, everything like that that has a very high sugar level associated with it or that's highly refined is going to be a big driver of inflammation in the body. Even artificial sweeteners. So a lot of us love to drink coffee, and a lot of people put artificial sweeteners in their coffee. Those things also drive inflammation, and there are actually a lot of hidden sugars in those things as well. For example, a lot of people know about Splenda and how that came out in the news about how that causes a lot of serious health side effects to people, such as liver damage and also some very high inflammatory diseases. So another thing is trans fats, which are all the fried foods and full like cookies, donuts, those types of foods again. And those things, studies have shown us to increase the bad cholesterol in our body as well as cancer as well. So foods are refined carbohydrates. So like the white bread, the pastas, refined carbs that are highly processed. So those types of things are also going to be high starchy foods. So those are actually shown also to increase a lot of inflammation and actually swelling in joints. So when we have a lot of achy joint pain that Dr. Mindy was talking about, those are some of those things are associated with a lot of refined carbohydrates, again, that sugar content. Maybe people don't think like carbohydrates and sugars, but they eventually break down in our body as sugar. So alcohol also. So if you're someone who's drinking a little bit more alcohol throughout the week, alcohol is also going to create inflammation in the body. More highly associated with even increased digestive issues as well, which is obviously going to interfere with weight loss and keeping a lot of inflammation in your body. Another thing is MSG, foods that have that really tasty, like the soy sauce and all those things, prepared soups and deli meats and those types of things. Those all have MSG in it, which are also very bad, increase a lot of swelling and joint pain also. So some more natural ways that you can actually reduce inflammation is simply by being cognizant of how much sugar intake you're having for one. So kind of decreasing amount of carbs and sugar, maybe the artificial sweeteners, getting rid of some of those things and supplementing more natural sweeteners into your diet on a regular basis, making sure you're getting plenty of sleep, increasing your exercise. If you haven't started one, maybe you start one. Maybe it's light at first, but maybe you start increasing how much you exercise, which is going to increase your metabolism, help you actually break down more of that high carbohydrate sugar intake and actually increase weight loss too. So other things like bad habits, maybe you need to drop down the alcohol intake, or maybe you're a smoker and maybe you need to quit smoking, drop that inflammation from your body too. Those are always going to decrease those systems in your body too. So following an anti-inflammatory diet, kind of talking about decreasing some of those trans fats, those refined carbs we talked about, also adding in some good supplements like changing the amount of omega-6 maybe you have in your body, which is more of those vegetable oils, hydrogenated oils like that, and, supplementing with more omega-3s. Making sure you're using olive oil, avocado oil, those better things. Those are more anti-inflammatory. So those are some natural ways. As long as you implement those types of changes, it doesn't have to be complete, like drop everything at once. It's a gradual process. You'll start naturally seeing a lot of weight come off as well, and you'll start feeling better. All those things listed Dr. Mindy was talking about, those are naturally going to start going away for you. So those are some tips for today. If you guys have any questions for us, please, Dr. Mindy and I are more than welcome to ask any questions or answer for you. So let us know. and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep, look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye-bye.